This last Easter egg is in Chapter 9, and this is not going to be fun. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. I'm really hoping I didn't do that too quickly. If I click the cows too quickly, it does not work. Now let's go visit the witch. Well, on second thought, we've heard enough from her. Cool. What are those cows up to? Turn your head for a second, and they start doing weird things. Things I do for you people. I don't want to see cow rump. There we go. Alright. Well, that was bizarre. Let's hear it one more time. Yeah, not worth the effort. Here we are in the sewers again. I realized in Chapter 3 that I had neglected to come down here. I think my plan at the time was to do it with just James and Jashara and get more experience divided between them, but that doesn't work. I don't know if you can come down here in Chapter 3. I don't think you can. You can get in the sewers, but you can't come down here. So, let's go kill some sewer monsters. This is the task that Rat-tailed Jack was referring to. There they are. Whoop. I didn't mean to do that. Oh. We'll take care of these guys quickly. I'm not really here to fight the battle, I'm just showing it off. Yes, that's right. William has played her. Oh, get a life, sewer monster. You are a sewer monster. Live in a sewer. Yeah? Well, what's this all about? Well, that's interesting. The Scroll of Unbeing didn't finish the sewer monster. Oh well. She did a good job with that demon in Chapter 3. Gotta admit that.
Have you any idea what this thing is?
I don't know, but by Mithra, I think this one was once a girl.
How could that be?
Magic.
There are dark magics that can twist both body and soul. It is a blessing that we killed it, for this is a creature shaped by men for the purpose of murder.
What have we here?
Gods, these are eggs. The thing has laid eggs.
We'd best destroy them. There's no telling what will happen should they hatch.
Here's a nasty little bug. Our party was going to Prince Arutha to announce our findings, and we walked next to Prince Arutha, started to talk I clicked on him, and as you can see, William got stuck in the middle of Arutha and James. He can't quite pass through, and he doesn't realize that he should walk around Arutha and James. So he will never pass through, and the game is hung like this. I can't do anything in this position. While reviewing some of the earlier videos, I realized that there is one purpose for the shell of Eortis, not in the item itself, but we can only talk to Morraine about the shell of Eortis if we are carrying it.
Welcome to my humble shop. Can I get you anything?
Like so.
Can you identify this for us?
It's the shell of Eortis, an important artifact of water magic. Where did you get it?
We found the shell in Journeyman Kandoric's room at the Wreckers Guild.
How interesting. I wonder where he got it.
We were wondering the same thing, especially as this is the only place in town where he could have purchased such an item.
Well, I don't know if...
The truth now.
Oh, very well. I was engaged to Kandaric for a time. The shell was a gift from me. But that's over now. I haven't seen him in ages.
Why did you break your engagement to Kandaric?
I didn't. My family discovered that Kandaric was half Keshian, and they forced me to break the engagement.
Do you have any idea where he may be hiding?
No, I haven't seen him since we broke up. In fact, he owes me rather a lot of money. Good day to you. Do come again.
In Chapter 3, there's a lot of dialogue options with Lucky Pete, and there's a couple that I actually forgot about, such as this one about the gems that were in Gerard's shop.
Pete, have you heard that Gerard's shop has been robbed?
It's old news, boy.
Heard anything on the streets about who's responsible?
Even if I knew, you wouldn't have enough gold.
And there's also the letter that we found in Jorath's bedroom, which we can show to Lucky Pete, and we can get more options.
I've got this letter that says you can introduce me to some old friends that are back in town. Would you mind taking a look at it?
This is a mighty interesting letter. You mind if I ask where you came
What's interesting here is that your response, every single response on this list will get you into the back room, but some of these responses will give your party more experience than others, so you just have to try them out.
I bought it from an old acquaintance. It cost me a pretty penny, too.
Worth every bit, lad, no doubt about it. Run around the back if you would. There's some gentleman you ought to speak to.
This is the easy mage game that I opened when I was doing the video on heirlooming earlier. And so I'm going to go down here and show off some techniques for dealing with a difficult battle like the one in the basement here. Because when I did this battle the last time, I had a horrible time dealing with Jishara. She spent the whole time drinking potions. James is getting killed here. We have different items in this game, of course. James has the Amulet of the Sword, which gives James a higher bladed skill, and also gives him an extra hit. And he also has this nice magical scimitar called the Wrath of the Prophet, which does 20% critical hits, I believe. I'm not going to bother with the strong potions of striking because I'd rather just start swinging at these guys. And you notice he does a lot of damage. And see if I can get an extra hit in on this Nighthawk in the corner here. Impassable? What do you mean impassable? Well, I'm having difficulty with it, so I'm going to wait. The idea here is not to knock down the Nighthawks. The idea is to show a technique that will allow me to survive getting beaten by them. So, there's this spell called Behold the Birthing Sun. Look at the description here. And it's like Sunray. And Sunray just blinds someone, and it gives you a chance of... There's a chance of them not being able to react when they're blinded. And Jishara actually has in her inventory, in this game again, she has the Amulet of Fire. The Amulet of Fire has two effects. One is Fire Rain. This is a very powerful spell, and the other effect it has is perfect casting of Path of Fire spells. So I can just do something like this. And the idea... See, that Nighthawk there in the corner? Those two Nighthawks didn't even take their turns because they're blinded. And that allows James to work with impunity. He can use the strong potion of striking. Jishara can do a Mind Blade on these guys. That was a 33 hit point Mind Blade. One of the main effects of easy mode is you get more experience in battles. But these guys come apart pretty quickly. Wow, 54 damage with that strong potion of striking. These guys come apart pretty quickly when they don't have the their numbers. And I'm gonna let James deal with this guy. He still hasn't taken a turn. Oh, James, you disappoint me. He won't attack from the side on Jishara that he was standing. Let's finish him. 60 hit points in one swing. And you can compare this 1306 experience per team member to what we got in normal mode. This time, I'm giving Jishara something special to deal with the Nighthawks. I didn't have this in the last game. But let's say James is doing his thing, trying to kill these Nighthawks, and Jishara is getting cut by them constantly. Man, James does a lot of damage. And he gets 4 hits. Once Jishara gets into the game here... Oh, Villain's Flurry. Alright, here we go. In Jishara's inventory, I have brewed the strong potion of Iron Skin, which we didn't use in the last game. And as it says, it gives Jishara the equivalent of chainmail. Let's try that out. First, they have to hit Jishara. Oh, and he gets 3 chances. He missed her all 3 times. Didn't have such good luck last game. Huh. Alright, there's 2 damage. I'm gonna have Jishara do this. Just to sort of... Just because. Just to see how well Jishara can stand up to a beating. James can do his thing. Take out the enemy. there's one less Night Hawk. And Jasara can really, well, she's pretty good at dodging attacks, apparently, but when she does get hit, she's pretty good at actually resisting the damage.